guys, it's Liz. I just thought I'd do a video to answer a few questions about myself. A lot of people have been asking, why did I start drawing? You know, I didn't know you could draw. Are you really a self-taught artist? Just because I've been posting a lot of drawing pictures recently on my Instagram, on my Twitter, and I've started uploading them on my YouTube channel. And I thought it'd just be a good idea to answer some of those questions. So first of all, I just want to start out with saying that I am a self-taught artist. I have done art all my life, so I've always had that sort of creative flair. But I did GCSE in art and A-level art, but I did stop sort of painting and drawing when I was about 19, and I didn't start doing any art again. I didn't do any more drawing until now, which is 11 years later. The reason I started drawing again was because I always had a Wacom graphics tablet, because I was doing Photoshop in university, but it was for photography, it wasn't for drawing or art. And recently it broke, and I always wanted one of those drawing screens because I knew I wanted to start doing art again, taking it up. And I decided to get a Huion Canvas GT9, I think something like that is a Huion Canvas. And ever since I got that, it's just ignited my passion and my flair for art. I've been drawing every day, you know, I really love it. I get up really early and I just love drawing, and so of course I got the screen, but why did I actually start drawing? What made me start wanting to do that? Well, for the last maybe 5 years, I've been watching drawing and art videos and tutorials on YouTube almost every day. A lot of them by Feng Zhu Design, FZD. He does a design cinema on YouTube, and he's basically talking about how to be an artist, you know, how to do things, composition, lighting, anatomy, you know, what kind of tutorials like that. And I just watched in fascination every single one that came out. And I have a lot of artists that inspire me, like Ross Draws and Wallop, WLOP. And I've just basically followed them for years and years. And I don't know, I always watched videos on YouTube and just kept it to myself, but I never actually did any art because I looked up to these people so much that it gave me a lot of self-doubt, and I didn't think that I was good enough to do any of the art myself because I was always comparing myself to how good they were, and I wanted to be like them, and I knew my art would be nothing like that, and it still isn't now, but it made me not want to even try. Until recently, until I just kind of bit the bullet. I got my tablet, I just started, and my first piece came out okay, and I was like, oh, okay, well, if this came out okay, maybe my next piece will. And it's not something I ever learned. All my pieces of art isn't something that someone's taught me to do, or I haven't done any courses. I've just kind of remembered and applied everything I learned about color, anatomy, composition, you know, the rule of thirds, patience, a lot of patience. I just learned all of that and applied it to my work, and I think that's really helped. And there are still a lot of things that is wrong with my work, so a lot of things are anatomically incorrect, the color is not right, the lighting is not right, it doesn't have like a proper natural light source even though I'm trying. So a lot of it is wrong, but that's good, because if it's wrong, I'm learning, and I always look back on my work and I think, oh, I can't even look at that, it's so bad, everything's wrong with it, you know, that's wrong and that's wrong, I wish I could redo it, but that's good because I won't make that mistake again for my next one, and that's how I'm trying to improve for all the new ones that I'm doing. Okay, so some of you guys asked me some questions on Twitter about my art and my drawing, so I thought I would just answer some of those really quick. So my first question is, what inspired you to pursue this career? I wouldn't call it a career, I'd definitely call it a hobby. I think just getting the drawing tablet and having all of that pent-up creativeness of watching, you know, Feng Zhu for years and years and Ross Draws, I just wanted to just give it a go, and I was brave and bit the bullet and had tried to have a bit of self-confidence and just went for it. And I suppose it was the people that inspired me, to be honest. And secondly, why Photoshop of all things? I can draw on paper and watercolor, but I'm really not that good. And I've always been good at Photoshop on the photography side of things because I used to do retouching at university. So I've always known a lot to do with Photoshop, and it's super, you know, easy, and you can be lazy and re-edit things. It's so easy to color, and it's already on the computer, and I can upload it to YouTube really fast. And I don't know, it's just really easy. I definitely prefer drawing on Photoshop than I would with a pen and pencil. Just, I don't know, it feels better for me. Even though I am using a drawing scheme with a pen, so it is kind of a similar feeling, but I definitely prefer what you can do in Photoshop. You know, if I made a mistake on drawing, if I did a 6-hour drawing on paper and I made a mistake, like not being able to undo that, I would probably scrap everything and not want to draw again for a week. I'd rage about it. So it's probably a good idea that I'm alright with Photoshop. Okay, so next question. If you could choose one of your past pieces to come to life, which one would it pick? Which one would you pick and why? I haven't done that many, so I guess I don't have a lot to choose from, but perhaps it would be Xayah, because she's a Vestayan. She's a champion from League of Legends. It's a fan art I did. But she's a Vestayan, and I would love to meet a Vestayan. I absolutely love them because I've read all their lore on the League art page, the lore page, and Vestayans are like amazing and mythical creatures and fascinating. So I would really, really love to meet one of those. So it'd probably be Xayah to come to life. Okay, so the next question is, do you have a certain song or playlist you come back to get you motivated to work on pieces? When I'm making my pieces, if it's a fan art, if they have a theme song or something related to them, like when I was drawing Aurelia, she was reworked and they made a theme tune for her, or theme song for her login. I found a loop of it on YouTube for about 10 hours and I literally listened to it over and over and over and over again. I did go crazy and it probably was crazy, but it just helped me get in the mood and the atmosphere, and you know, it just helped get the flow of the picture, because you really can't just draw from what you want. You have to really feel the mood. You have to feel that, well, at least I do. I have to really feel that I'm there, and I listen to the music and I hear the crescendos, and it just makes me feel like, oh, Aurelia's fighting, you know, and it definitely does help me to draw. But to answer the question properly, if there's something I always come back to, is definitely, I like listening to the Divinity Original 2 soundtrack, the OST, like the whole thing. It's definitely the best motivating fantasy music out there, and it definitely makes me motivated to draw anything. Like I'm currently drawing a Monster Hunter video and I've never actually played the game, so I don't really have any. I've listened to some streams, but it didn't really get me in the mood, so I just started listening to this and it definitely helps a lot. So I would, even for my next piece, probably come back to this soundtrack too. So next question, personal one, favorite Christmas movie? I like to watch Harry Potter at Christmas, all of them, from 1 to the end. Okay, next question, what's your favorite 100 character and why is it Maddie? What inspired you to start learning how to make your art, and how far do you see yourself going with it, being self-taught? Okay, about the 100, unless anybody knows already, I am obsessed with the 100. I absolutely adore it. And this person probably knows because I posted a lot about it on Twitter or something, but my favorite character is Octavia by far. I love her so much. She's the only character that has the best character progression in the series, in all of them, and it's just amazing. The actress plays her so well, the writers do it so well. She's just completely changed. She's a completely different person to the first season to who she is now in the 5th season. And it's just so believable the whole way, and the actress has a lot to do with that, and I just respect her and love her so, so much. I even follow the actress on Twitter and Instagram because I love her that much. So the next question is, what inspired you to start learning how to make art, and how far do you see yourself going with it? I don't know, I guess I'm not going to stop anytime soon because I love it. I don't know how far I'll go, probably a really long time, I really hope so, and I'd love to continue making the videos for YouTube, you know, uploading them for you guys to see, because it's what I love and I want to share it with you and share it with people. You know, people, my friends that see my work are really like, oh, that's really, really good. And it makes me feel good because I don't like my own work. I don't like seeing my own work. So it's really nice when somebody else like says it's good or okay. So it makes me feel good about that. And then what inspired you to start learning how to make art? Well, again, probably just the people, mainly Feng Zhu Design. I have a lot to credit him for, inspiring me over the years, and I was constantly, you know, looking at stuff. I actually belong to a couple of art discords as well, so watching people submit their art and ask for questions and help is actually a big inspiration too, because I've asked a lot of questions on there before and a lot of people have helped me, and people that are willing to help me with some bad composition that I have that I'm really struggling with, is inspiring, and it's really, really nice. It kind of wants me to finish it and do more. Okay, so out of all the Final Fantasy worlds out there, which one is your favorite, and if it does include Final Fantasy? It does include Final Fantasy. My favorite Final Fantasy world is probably Gran Pulse from Final Fantasy 13, which is a planet below Cocoon, which is another planet kind of in the planet. I just have such nostalgic memories of this game. Final Fantasy 13 is my favorite game ever. I just love it. I adore it. I think I've probably played it maybe 10 times. So I love it so much, and I power leveled on Grand Pulse. You know, you can go there post story, but it's just so beautiful, and I don't know, I love it. And when I was, well, when I say when I was younger, but when I was playing it a few years ago when it was released, when it was finished, I used to go out into the garden, and if it was a sunny day, I used to pretend that I was on Grand Pulse. I would like lie in the garden having a picnic or lying on a blanket or something. I'd look up in the sky and pretend it was Grand Pulse. So probably that place is my favorite. What do you do for a living if you're not drawing? If I'm not drawing, I'm gaming. If I'm not doing my in real life stuff, like going out seeing friends or going to the beach or something, I'm just generally gaming. Okay, what stopped you from creating YouTube content a few years ago? I started my channel about 5 years ago, and it was gaming, and I really loved it, and it's what I wanted to do. And I did it for a while, and I was having a really good time, but then I got a job and I was working a lot, like 7 days a week. It was crazy. I got this really good job, but it took away like everything from me, and I just didn't have, you know, time to do my YouTube, or at least I didn't think I had time. As Gary Vaynerchuk would have said, if you really, you know, were motivated to do it, you would have, you know, worked 7 days a week, but whenever you came home, whatever hours you had, you know, you would have put it into your YouTube. So I guess I've only got myself to blame, but I really want to start, now that I have got my time back again, I would like to start, you know, sharing my drawing and sharing my gaming again with YouTube, because I looked at a few videos the other day, like my very first ones, and it just reminded me like how much I do love gaming and how much I did enjoy doing stuff on YouTube. Like, I'm not a fan of editing, but recently I have been looking at some more Premiere Pro, because I use Premiere Pro CC, the editing software, and I've been looking at a few tutorials, and it's actually kind of fun and it's not too bad. I really hated it before, but it's not too bad actually now, and I've actually done some today, like some intros and just little animation things, and it is kind of fun. So I'm quite excited to get back into it, and I just want to share like what I enjoy with you guys. I love drawing, it's everything to me, and I love gaming, and I just want to share both of them with you. And I thought it would be a nice idea to combine the two. So the plans for the channel is I want to upload some gaming videos during the week, like what I've been playing, and at the weekend, probably on the Saturday, I'm going to upload a drawing video, and I would like it to be a fan art of the game I was playing during the week. Although it generally takes me 4 or 5 days to do a drawing, so it might be that the following Saturday's drawing video is of a fan art of maybe the week before. But I will be linking them together so that, you know, when I upload the drawing video, I'll link the gameplay that I did on YouTube, so you'll be able to like find the links. And I'm going to post everything on Twitter and Instagram and ArtStation, all the links you can find below, and I'll even probably put them on the video itself. But that's my plans for the channel, so there'll definitely be an upload every week. I would like there to be gaming and drawing, but like I said, I want the drawing to be on the Saturday or the Sunday, so it's like creative weekend, so it's got like a nice flow to it. But yeah, that's my plans for my channel. Okay, well, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just please ask me on Twitter or Instagram. I'm always there. I'm always gonna, you know, I'm friendly. If you like the video, give it a like and a thumbs up, and please subscribe. If you'd like to see my drawings, if you'd like to see my gaming, then subscribe to my channel. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you again.